Welcome back to another episode of 4Expedition Adventurer. In this episode, join us as we embark on the second leg of our summer road trip with our new Go Fast truck camper as we explore Yellowstone National Park. Come along for this picturesque visit not to be missed.
The next episode of 4Expedition Adventure starts now. Well, hello my friends, and welcome back to another episode of 4Expedition Adventure. My name's Scott Luthold. Well, we're really excited to be on the second leg of our summer trip journey in our brand new Go Fast truck camper. If you watched our last episode, you know we drove up to Bozeman, Montana to have our new Go Fast truck camper installed on our 2020 Ram Rebel. And then after that, we drove up into the mountains outside of Bozeman to a place called Fairy Lake for our first night of camping in this camper. We had a wonderful experience up there, really beautiful place. If you haven't watched that episode, definitely go back and watch that before you watch this episode. Well, we woke up the next morning, we drove into Bozeman, Montana. We had a few errands to run, some things to do. And then after that, we drove down to Yellowstone National Park, which is where we are right now. Now, Heather's never been to Yellowstone before, so it's really exciting for the two of us. I'm excited to be able to share this experience in this park with Heather. If you've watched my channel for a while, you know I've been to the park before. I was fortunate enough to be able to come to the national park right after it opened, right after the pandemic. And I filmed an episode of myself completely alone in the park. If you haven't watched that episode, definitely go back and watch that as well. Well, we'll be in the park for about maybe 2-3 days here, doing some filming and just sightseeing and so forth. And then after that, we'll be heading down to the Grand Tetons. We have an episode coming up for that. And then we'll be heading up into northern Montana and then over to the West Coast. It should be a really great summer trip. We'll have some wonderful episodes coming up. I really look forward to sharing this episode with you, so sit back and enjoy the ride. You can just show us. Before we came up here, we were down in New Mexico, and I called a vinyl company up here in Bozeman and sent them a file, and they had some of these awesome vinyl stickers made for the side of our Go Fast camper, so we're putting them on today. Pretty exciting. I've never had this kind of marketing and advertising on my overland vehicles.
It's funny, it seems like something you'd always have. It's gonna be great.
Okay.
Alright. The other one's funny because it looks gray.
So this is very satisfying and very daunting at the same time.
It's like you want to rip it off fast like a Band-Aid and see it, but be very careful because you don't want to hurt it.
That's right.
In the sun, this is going to be awesome. They did a great job. And very, very last minute notice. Signs of Montana, thank you.
Signs of Montana, yeah. They cranked these out for us in less than a week, had them ready for us when we got here. We showed up on a Saturday, they were closed. They had them hidden off in a specific spot in their, up against their building and so forth.
And
prepaid over the phone.
Right, prepaid. They gave us a great deal. We ordered 3, but they actually gave us 4. I'm not sure, did they think we were going to make a mistake or we're going to stick them on somebody else's car somewhere.
That's a nice touch to throw an extra one in just in case. There it is.
Whoa. This is my...
That's your piece?
There, I
There's your
contributed.
contribution. Looks straight to me.
Looks great. Let's look, maybe. Don't get hit by a car. Awesome. 4 expedition. Meow.
Well, we have arrived in West Yellowstone, and we're going to be going into the national park tomorrow, but tonight we decided to stay in a national forest campground called Baker's Hole. And what's really amazing is the camp spot that we got is literally right on the edge of the Madison River. And we were just down here, we felt the water, it feels really great. We're gonna take a swim.
Yay!
This river is moving. But let me tell you, now it feels so much better being down in the water than it is to be out in the wind. There's some big fish in this water. There's probably 1 to 2 feet long. I guess they're probably salmon or rainbows or something. God, that was so refreshing. Can't believe just how warm it was. Surprisingly, we were traveling all day today, so it was really nice to be able to find a camp spot right on the river. Really, really nice. If you ever come through here, you're in West Yellowstone and you're wanting to camp at a paid campground, it's $20 a night. This is called Baker's Hole. Baker's Hole. Baker's Hole, and we're in campsite number 65. I know, look at this. Making salads. Got yourself a little drink. Ever since we came back from our honeymoon to Tulum, we've been hooked on Mai Tais. So we have pineapple juice, we have rum, we've got Malibu, and we've been making Mai Tais pretty much every night. Tell you what, it sure makes camping a lot more fun. Well, this morning we finally got into Yellowstone National Park. Quite a line here compared to the last time I was here. We'll see what we can get today. I'm sure there'll be a lot more people, but it's the first time for Heather Jo here at Yellowstone, so we're pretty excited about going around the park and seeing all the cool things there are to see.
Hey ladies, this is our first stop in Yellowstone. We're one of the first geothermal things or something.
Yep.
We've seen elk already, and that's about it.
Heather said she heard wolves last night
I did. I heard wolves
while we were
and
sleeping.
a jet, but otherwise, here we are.
Here we are.
That's so cool. It is hot right here. Oh my gosh. It's like a facial.
Well, we progressed further up the Grand Loop toward the top, toward the north, and we're at the Artist Paint Pots. Really cool area. It's about a half a mile, 0.6 mile back to the paint pots and all of the viewing area back here, but it's a beautiful hike. It's only 73 degrees today. Absolutely beautiful out today. And even though there's quite a few people here, we're still on the trail with almost no people surrounding us here. So it's actually still pretty nice to be here, even though it's open to the public and there's nothing other than the flooding that happened here a couple weeks ago. There's a couple sections of the loop that are closed, but otherwise everything's open, but it's not terribly busy.
Holy hotness. That's great. You'd never guess something magnificent is back there.
It's like, how did they find helicopters?
Honey, isn't this when you need to tell people they need smell-o-vision?
Yeah. I'm hungry for egg salad sandwiches.
Oh my gosh. That's the coolest. I could walk right into the water.
Driving through here at Virginia Falls. I've driven this road a couple of times. The very first time I ever drove it, I was with my son in one of our Jeep Rubicons, and this road was gravel and actually quite a bit narrower. Now it's all paved, but it goes back here to this beautiful waterfall called Virginia Falls. We'll stop here and take a look. Here comes a boat. Wow. Extraordinary. It's like black sand. Well, we officially found a camp in Grant Village, and as it turns out, it was the last site available in this entire campground, which has probably 500 campsites. It's got loops from A until, I think, J, letter A till like letter J. Anyhow, so we ended up getting this campsite, and turns out it's a beautiful, beautiful campsite right on Yellowstone Lake, watching the sunset over the lake. It's very, very beautiful. We got ourselves settled here. Our camp actually included 2 showers per day, so we were able to go over to the shower house and take nice hot showers. Well, sort of hot. Semi-lukewarm. But anyway, we're clean. The weather's beautiful. There's no bugs. It's just really nice right now. Good morning.
Can you see the big geese?
Yeah, beautiful. Good morning.
Good morning.
Ready for another day of adventure?
I'm ready for another day with you, my love.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, here we go. Leaving the hood. Last time I was here, only had maybe 5 people. We're in between showings. There she is.
Yeah, you're not doing it anymore.
It's like a ship.
There's a clock on the wall that has the predicted geyser eruption times. So we tried to get up on the roof. As you can see there at the very top, there's an observation deck and there's a doorway that comes out there with some staircase. We tried to get up there, but unfortunately it's closed. Apparently there was an earthquake years ago that made it all unstable, so they shut it all down. Well, all right, we've finished here at Yellowstone National Park. We're heading out of the south exit, and we're gonna head down toward the Grand Tetons. We're gonna look for a free campsite tonight, somewhere between Yellowstone and Grand Teton National Park. And then tomorrow we'll spend the entire day in the Grand Tetons. From there, we plan on heading north to northern Montana. So let's see what we can find here tonight for a beautiful place to camp that doesn't cost anything. I usually look on apps including iOverlander, Seeker. I've also spent some time looking on one called Roam. And then there's a website called freecampsite.net. And I've talked about these before on my channel under the Tip Jar Show, talking about the best apps to use for finding free campsites. So check that out. So what was your initial impression of Yellowstone National Park, honey?
I liked it. I thought it was going to be a little bit more like a zoo where there was like wild animals everywhere, because that's kind of what when you see it on TV or in pictures, like bears and wild bison everywhere. But we saw one bison, that was it, one coyote, and a bunch of elk. But
yeah.
I really thought it was beautiful. The painter's pots were really cool, the bubbly, stuff. The geysers. Old Faithful, she was faithful, she was beautiful. You have to see it. It's like, history. But my favorite was, of course, the prism pool, or that big turquoise thing.
Yep, big prism pool.
Yeah, definitely my favorite.
Nice.
The turquoise waters, all those little ponds.
Yeah. Think you'd come back again sometime?
Yeah, sometime.
I think we kind of did it, right? I mean, we got everything done. We saw everything.
A full day and a half, I think we spent here. So
yeah.
I think that was good.
It was definitely worthwhile to stay overnight in the park.
In the park. We stayed in the park at Grant's Pass or Grant's
Lodge. Grant's Village.
Grant's Village.
Yeah.
Campsite 301. Worth it. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm glad you had a good time. We'll probably not be coming back here anytime soon. Got so many other places in the world to go check out, right?
Right. Tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Spray me.
Heather does not like mosquitoes. She was a youper.
That's why I moved.
That's why she moved. Is that one of the main reasons?
Yes.
Just so happens that I've had these no-see-um suits for probably 15 years in the box, never taken out of the box. Oh yeah, do that. Now you put the hat back on?
Yeah.
Oh, you're so cute. All right, you want me to spray you?
Is this a good look?
This is so cute.
Where's my rubber ducky boots?
Okay, turn around. We're using DEET free Repel. Flip around, let's get the front. This is gonna make you so attractive. Move your hair. Let's pull your hair. Move your hair. You don't want your hair, right?
Oh no, I don't care. I don't care.
Oh, if you put it inside, it's still gonna get your hair. Okay, ready?
Oh my. Guess what? Mm-hmm. Guess what, America? He has to sleep with me tonight. In there. He might put me in that bathroom.
I'm putting you in the bathroom. So interesting thing. So this is a free campsite. We are along, what's the name of this road?
Grassy Hill?
Grassy Lake.
Grassy Hill.
Grassy Hill? Grassy something road, which is a dirt road that goes from Grand Teton National Park over the Teton Range over to Ashton, Idaho. So we're out here, there's 10 designated campsites, and we're in campsite number 8. We had to get back this far, about 7 miles, actually, to be able to get to our campsite. Just because all the ones prior, closer to the road, were taken. But here's what's really interesting. This is a single campsite. And every single campsite that has one campsite has its own bathroom. And Heather just went inside that bathroom and said they were pretty nice.
So if I was like a thru hiker, or if I was a bike packer, I would sleep in there. It's so clean.
If it was raining, mostly.
Yeah, especially if it was raining. It was so clean. The toilet was clean, full of toilet paper, and it had brand new hand sanitizer inside.
The woman that recommended these was with the National Park Service, and we tried to stay at the National Park campground, but they were booked. And she goes, let me tell you about this other road. So she told us how to get back here, and she said these are very, very, very primitive campsites. Well, I don't find a campsite that has your own private, very clean, well-maintained bathroom, a trash receptacle, a fire ring, a picnic table, and a bear box to be very, very, very primitive. This is about as nice as a national park campground, and we're out here all on our own in our own campsite with our own bathroom. So pretty nice.
Look at this.
Boom chakalaka. Now Heather's happy. She has no, I don't think there's anywhere, you might want to tighten that, yeah, there you go. Tighten that up. Those are the pants. Oh, that's a good idea. Tuck it in. Tuck it in, tuck it in.
And then this.
That's right.
Just in case.
Do a little jig. I went canoeing on the Boundary Waters for 7 days with some buddies a couple years ago, and I actually got used to them. So long as I covered my arms and my legs, I was fine. And in fact, just for fun, I'm not going to worry about it, but I'll bring this along because this is just a face net. So,
But it's small medium, so it probably will hang down to your waist, just like this outfit.
maybe I might need. This is just the head cover. So hang on, I'm gonna grab my hat.
Oh, and it keeps it away from your
We do
face.
have a lot of bugs here, so we're not being wusses. Well, Heather might be.
Oh no, I'm gonna show
But
him.
I got this guy. So this one here, you just wear it over, tighten it up.
Should just tuck it in. Oh yeah, there. That's good.
Tuck my hood in. There, see, now I won't have to worry about having any bugs on my face.
What bugs?
There's no bugs. What bugs? He's got the full body hazmat suit on.
I wish I had a net or something, so I felt like I was actually just like beekeeping.
I don't know. I don't think I need this face thing. This is the road back to town that we came out on. We've got this awesome, beautiful prairie here, which also has a whole bunch of tall bushes, perfect place for grizzly bears to hang out. And then this road goes another maybe 50, 60 miles or something, maybe 50 miles, all the way to Ashton, Idaho. What do you think?
Very pretty. Want me to hold my drink?
Yeah, give me a cheers. Instead of a lemonade stand, we have a Mai Tai stand going here. People drive it by. We offer Mai Tais for 25 cents.
Hey, it's my ties on Maine.
Mai Tais on Maine. Doesn't look like anybody's coming that way. Doesn't look like anybody's coming that way.
So we have made no money.
No, you got a mosquito flying around your head. It's not going to get you.
It's getting me.
You should just put that drink underneath your...
No. Oh, so smart.
I know.
Where's my straw? One of those big,
Exactly, you need a straw.
big swirly straws. Cheers.
Well, we're going to put some of these dogs on the fire. Bon appetit. I have to tell you, I mean, when we checked into our campsite last night, everybody had a wood-burning fire going
At
The ent-
$7.99 a bundle.
at $7.99 a bundle, and everybody's campsite was just totally smoky. The entire campground was totally smoked over. We pulled out our little fire pit in our 5-pound, I think that's a 5-pound, maybe a 10-pound, I guess, I'm not sure what it is, propane tank, and we lit a fire. Like everyone else, we had a fire going last night. Most people had a nice wood burning fire going. We could smell their wood
smoke, which was really nice. But what's different about what we did is that this morning, when we got up and it was freezing cold outside, nobody else had a wood-burning fire going. We immediately got up, came outside, and turned on our propane tank and lit a fire. And we sat by the fire and warmed up. We didn't have to worry about building a new wood-burning fire. We didn't have to worry about putting out the wood-burning fire before we left. We had this awesome propane fire. And what's really nice about these fire pits is that even if there's a fire restriction, in many cases, you can use the fire pit. It's just turned out for us to be a really great option as opposed to keeping wood and starting a wood-burning fire and maintaining a wood-burning fire. You can light a propane fire pit anytime you want, turn it off anytime you want, let it cool down, put it in its case that it comes with, and you're on your way. So I've used this fire pit many, many times on my adventures. I really, really prefer it. We do cook over it as anybody would on a wood-burning fire. It's all fine. We cook burgers, we cook hot dogs, we roast marshmallows and all of that. And I got mine on Amazon. There'll be a link down below if you'd like to buy the same one that I purchased. I bought mine on Amazon for, I don't know, $200, $250. It came with a case for it and a cover. It does not include the propane tank. You have to buy that separately. So I'll have a link to both of those things down below in this video if you're interested in purchasing the same exact propane fire pit that I use.
Here, honey, look. This is who you married.
Mm-hmm.
This is who you get.
Well, all right, my friends, I think that's it for this episode of 4 Expedition Adventure. I really hope you enjoyed this episode as much as Heather and I enjoyed creating it. If you haven't become a subscriber to our channel, we encourage you to hit that subscribe button. Of course, be sure to hit that notification bell to be notified when videos go live. And if you consider yourself to be an adventurer and you're looking for an adventure community, consider joining us at Team 4X by going to 4expedition.com/join to learn more. Until the next time, take care.